Morning everybody. Today we're heading down to Bradford, Vermont, or actually up to Bradford, Vermont to take a look at a truck to swap my engine, my 4.7 engine into. The engine I took out of this free Dodge Dakota. We're just looking for a truck to swap the engine into. So anyway, there's one down in Bradford listed for $1,000. If I can get it for a good deal, we'll bring it home and I'll swap the engine into it in this same video. So you can have a lot of content in one video. Actually, let me clarify. I'm not going to swap the engine in this video. I'm just going to remove the engine out of the other truck in this video. So hopefully I'll pick up that truck and then take the engine out of it. So here's what I got to load the Dakota up onto the trailer, because obviously it doesn't run. I got one bigger come along here and then a smaller one there, just because I'm afraid if one of these breaks, then I'll still at least have another one. Hopefully this will work to get the Dakota up onto the trailer. Okay, trip update. I went to U-Haul because I had rented a trailer to tow the Dodge Dakota home, since my trailer is only a single axle and it's not rated for the Dakota. And I got there and they didn't have the trailer for me, even though on their website that they said they would have one. So I made some calls and I'm able to borrow a company trailer, luckily. But unfortunately, it's going to add about an hour to my trip because I got to drive half an hour down, half an hour back to get it. Which is a little annoying, but U-Haul gave me $50 back because they said they'd have the trailer and then they didn't, so at least I made 50 bucks off that. Ta-da! I see some trailers. Okay, I got the trailer hooked up. Let's go. Okay, well, as you saw, we loaded up the truck. I got it on the back there, as you can see in my mirror, hopefully. I'm taking it down to the warehouse parking lot now. I'm not going to my house with it because I'm just going to pull the engine out at the warehouse, since the warehouse has the engine crane, so I'm saving myself a trip. Anyway, we're going to get there now. I'll catch up to you later. Get the truck back to the warehouse here. I'm going to unload it in the parking lot, and I'm just going to pull the engine out right there and then bring it in. Anyway, I got it for $600. It was listed for $1,000. Truck pulled it home, no problem. It does have some body rust, as you can see, but the frame, that's the worst spot there. The frame, look at how clean this frame rail is. I'll give you guys a quick little walk around, and it came with a capper on it, as you guys can see. So yes, unfortunately there's a little bit of body rust, but these Dakotas rust if you just sneeze on them, so it's not the end of the world. $600 truck. Can't expect too much from it. And it's got a good transmission, so you don't need to swap the transmission and just the engine, which is what I will do later in this video. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna back it off now. Good. Okay, well, I'm going to be pulling the engine out of here now. I'm just going to time-lapse this whole thing, so no talking in between anything. I'll put something on the screen here as to say what I'm doing. But if you want a more detailed video on how to take an engine out of Dodge Dakota, go to the last week's video where I took the engine out of the blue Dakota over there. But anyway, let's get this red one out, because this engine is junk. You guys want to see something cool? Woo! Dead mouse. There's always dead mice in the... Oh, there's 2 of them. There's another one back here. Look at that. We got a family. Always dead mice under intake manifolds. All right, well, now as you can see, I got the Dakota off the ground. We're gonna be doing the stuff underneath it now. I might not film all this because I've already shown you what to do on that one, but I'll definitely film me pulling the engine out with the crane. Anyway, let's get to it. I didn't show you this in the other video, so I'll show you it here. These are the engine mounts, motor mounts, one here, one on the other side. To take the engine out, you gotta take the top bolt off, and then you gotta take this one off. Well, you have to take the top bolt off, and you have to loosen that one. And then over here, same deal. Loosen that one, and take the nut on top off. That one you have to take off, and that one you have to loosen. Okay, engine's ready to come out of this one. I'm gonna bring a forklift around. We'll hook up the come along. So we got the fork truck hooked up to the Dakota here. I drove the Vibe down today, not my truck, so I don't want to hook up the Vibe to it. I'd rather hook up the forklift. So let's bring this into the warehouse. All right, we out of here. Okay, so I'm going to start trying to pull the engine now. Looks like the ratchet snapped off. It's so close. I think... Second ratchet strap broke. Okay, third tries the charm. There it goes. That's free. It's stuck in on though. That did not sound great. It might be just they were really cinched together, but we will see if I crack the bell housing or not with a bolt stuck in. Doesn't look like anything cracked there. Looks all good to me. I do need to... I do have some wires that I need to get out, but just an O2 sensor in the way. And now the cat might have a little bit of a hard time clearing here, but I think it's all gonna come. Okay. Well, I'll be the first to admit that this one didn't go as smoothly as the last one, but it's out. Well guys, it turns out I'm actually a little bit dumb. So there was one bolt in here that I didn't see, and you can see we stripped the head off of it. It didn't do any damage, okay? This is fine, and the bell housing is all totally fine, but yeah, that was my mistake, and that's why the engine didn't come out super easily. It was, I had one bolt left. This is probably one of the reasons this engine blew up, was because it's supposed to have red coolant in it, and it has the green crappy coolant. Not only that, but it's pretty gelatinous, which is not good for coolant, so I'm guessing you probably had a cooling breach